Hello everyone. So I've had a dilemma for several years now in that I have a newer HP printer. Big mistake. Never going back to HP again. What a terrible company. But anyway, I have a fancy HP Officejet Pro 8600 printer, and it works okay. Besides, sucking up the ink and all that crap. And it's a networked printer, which I really like. So I can put it on the network, and put it on the router, and I can get it to all my machines. Except, well, of course, what about this machine? What about the Windows 98 machine? Which is actually down there. This is a Windows 7 machine. Anyway, my 98 machine's down there, but it's connected to this monitor. So, I used to have a really old HP Deskjet, like 860 or something like that. I used to have it back here, and it was, connected, and I actually had it connected to a special oddity, HP like service jet or something. I forgot. It's like the special box that connected it to the network, and I could also have my other thing, so I could have, printed, on the other side of the house. I could have it printed over here. Anyway, that printer really sucked up the ink. And the cartridges were like $80, and it's like, no. And I was refilling them too, and it's just, HP, what a shitty company. HP, one of the shittiest companies ever, quite honestly, and they're just getting worse and worse, and, they don't sell printers. They don't. They sell ink. That's how they make their money. They sell ink. Anyway, I still have that printer somewhere, but, it's not like for the amount that I used it and how much those cartridges cost, and because they were the old style cartridges with sponges and crap in them, they dried up. It's all part of HP's planned obsolescence. It's them deciding for you when something should stop working so you can pay more money. But it would be nice, wouldn't it be nice to have a modern somewhat printer and connect it to your old machine? I think it would be nice. I had that Deskjet connected to not only Windows 98, but to Windows for Workgroups 3.11 and DOS. Here I am with my 8600, which of course is way too new to have any Windows 98 drivers. Even back in the day, you could usually get around some of these issues when they weren't making some of these newer drivers. You could get like an older, like if I wanted it on Windows for Workgroups, you could get an older, say you had, a Deskjet whatever, you could probably use a Deskjet driver, a previous one that had worked for Windows 3. I used to have a LaserJet 5L printer. That was a bad printer too, that like really fucked things over. That thing would suck up the paper. Anyway, I used to have that, but you could get it to work with Windows 3 by just using the LaserJet 3L, drivers. So there's like these workarounds sometimes, and I've been convinced, for a couple of years since I've had that printer, I've been convinced that there has got to be a way to get it to work with Windows 98. There's got to be. I tried for at least 3 years to get this stupid printer to work with my Windows 98 machine. I've had absolutely no luck. I can't. The thing is with that printer, because it's a networked printer, you can't just install the previous, whatever last worked, the last Officejet or whatever that last worked with Windows 98. You can't do that. You have to have something you have to have an installation program that will recognize the printer being over the network. And I think that's been my problem this entire time. Is I've tried all these different drivers, nothing's been working, and I was ready. I was never ready to give up on it, because I believe anytime somebody says something's impossible, that just means it's possible. It just means they're lazy, they can't figure it out. Somebody that actually worked for HP once told me, when I asked him, when I was trying to get my Windows for Workgroups connected to my newer, Windows XP, Windows 98 machines, he was like, oh, instantly, once I told him the problem, he was like, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Authoritative. He knew what he was talking about. No, he didn't know shit. And I got it to work. never listen to no, it's not going to happen, because it can happen if you have the willpower to overcome shit, which I do, and I believe I found the way to get this newer 8600 printer to work. I'm not sure about other printers, but because this particular driver we're going to use is, I believe, the Deskjet 9800, I believe is what it is. Deskjet 9800, which was, I think, a 2006-ish printer, but it did have Windows 98 driver, and it was a printer that could be hooked up to your network via cat cable. So this is what I'm thinking is going to make this all work for us. And because it's a Deskjet and mine's an Officejet, I'm thinking that it will work for a lot of the HP printers. Definitely the Deskjets. If you have a newer Deskjet, I'm sure it'll work. Definitely, probably a lot of the Officejets too. And probably not LaserJets. I'm guessing you probably have to have a LaserJet, but going back, LaserJets used to have network, ability. So I'm sure you could alter this guide to your own, printer as needed. But I believe I'm going to get this done. First, I didn't know if this was going to be You're Not Stupid Guide or an unnecessary surgery video. But I decided, since I've felt pretty stupid over the last few years not being able to do this, I thought it would be a good You're Not Stupid Guide because of that. And yeah, we are going to do this. We're going to get a new printer to work with this Windows 98 machine. Maybe one day even Windows for work groups. I don't know, but we're going to start out with Windows 98. We're going to start out small. Hopefully work our way up from there. And yeah, hopefully, there's not a lot of use for it. It is unnecessary, but there are some uses here and there. It'd be nice to be able to print the damn thing. So let's see what we can do. The first thing we want to do is actually go and find this driver. Now the thing is, if you actually go to HP themselves, HP Deskjet 9800 printer, if we go to a newer system like Windows 7, let us do its thing, and it will give us product installation utilities, and it gives us options here. We go to Windows XP, driver. Look, it's got options here for us. But if we go to Windows 98 here, despite this being a printer that was designed with, shipped with CD-ROM, driver support for Windows 98, all you have is a utility diagnostic tool, that scrubber utility, that basically it gets rid of all traces of the printer, which has already been installed on your computer apparently. So obviously it has the ability, but HP is fucking you over. I don't know why. I have no idea why HP gives a flying fuck what operating system you're on. All they care about is selling the goddamn ink. So what the hell do they care? Especially when they already had written the driver for the thing. And now they're gonna just take it off their website? What, to save 20 megabytes? Fuck you, HP. Fuck you. But yeah, Windows 98, go directly to HP. You got nothing. Nothing for this printer, despite it being compatible with Windows 98. So that's HP for you. So what you gotta do is go to driverscollection.com. In driverscollection.com, you want to type in the printer name. You can go to search. If you go to search, you paste in HP Deskjet 9800 there. Go to search. And you will get lots and lots and lots of options there. Here I grabbed just the Windows 98 ones here. And we have that scrubber utility that HP has. We have full printing system, and we have printer driver. Printer driver is only going to do you good if you have it connected via USB, I believe. But we want the full printing system there. We have Windows 98. Oh, download. Download it there. Confirm that you are not a robot. Hit download. Comes up with this. Hit download file again. And it will start its download, a 43 megabyte thing. Once the driver has completed download, just use your method of choice to bring it over to your Windows 98 machine. So you're going to want to find a way to transfer that file over to your Windows 98 machine here, DJ9800. I am transferring it via networking. The deed is done. Let's start her up. See what happens. Looks like it's going to start the install process, it looks like here. Welcome to the HP Deskjet 9800 series setup wizard. Please wait. Hit next. Connected directly to this computer or connected via the network. That is what we want. Via the network. Let's see if it can actually search for it by itself. I'm going to doubt it. Unable to find it. Well, that's fine. Let's just do it by the address then. Let's do it by the IP, because I'm pretty sure I know the IP to this. 192.168.1.16. I do recommend anybody that is doing these kind of... I do recommend everybody make their own addresses so that you understand for your printers and your computers at home if they're not moving. Even if it's a laptop and it's, you know, wireless, go into your router and tell the router that every time it sees it to give it this IP address. That way you can still leave the house and everything would work. Setup found the following printer, Officejet Pro 8600. It actually, that's the actual printer, so it actually it finds it. It found it. Interesting. Yes, install the printer. Right, hit next. Oh, fuck you. Alright, guys. Okay, that failed miserably and destroyed the operating system. So we had to restart. And I actually went ahead and tried it a couple other ways and failed too. But I think I figured out why we failed, and here I also tried to connect it directly to the computer, you know, lie to it and go through the COM ports. It would not work that way. So now I'm going to go back to connect via the network. I'm going to specify the address again. Go to 192.168.1.16. And actually the reason why it failed last time was because you see here is a setup on the following printers, Officejet Pro 8600. That is my actual printer. That's the information my printer is sending to it, but the problem is we're not actually installing the 8600. So it says configure and install this printer, and I said yes before, and it just immediately crashes. So we say no, install a different printer. We go to next, and we're going to enter settings for a printer not on the network, and hit next. And then we're just going to put the IP address. 192.168.1.16. Just gotta do the typical installation here. Hit next. And because I've already failed a couple times, they're here, but I'm going to replace the existing drivers. And I guess I can give it the Officejet, you know, my actual name, because it doesn't matter what you call it. So I'm going to just put HP Officejet 8600. Default printer. Hit next. Not shared. Ready to install. Goes through the setup program here. Jesus Christ. Your HP Deskjet 9800 series has been successfully installed. Print a test page. Let's try it. Finish. Test page has been sent to the printer. Okay, let's click this here, see if it says 8 of 1 pages. It doesn't exactly make sense, but okay. Just went up to 24 of 1 pages. And now it's gone. Well, let us go see. And here you go, guys. HP Officejet 8600. Sent from Rose. Go to network, we go to identification, and there she is, Rose. Yes, Rose sent 5/21/16, 12:57 p.m. HP Officejet 8600 is the name. The driver name is the Deskjet 9800. Windows 4.0, I think that is Windows 98. And yeah, there you go, guys. Successful printing. I want you guys to see this thing. This HP, there's this HP Deskjet 9800 series toolbox. This part installs, you know, on the normal settings. Every time I open it up, though, it always performs an illegal operation in the kernel, and it doesn't work. That's HP's way to monitor it. You do not need that, so don't install that part of it. Just another, like, it's amazing how many. It's amazing how many stones are thrown our way in this attempt here, but don't worry, it's still being monitored. And just to make sure, we will go to the internet here. Yes, this computer is connected to the internet still. Now, it's not too useful anymore because way too many sites have started using shit that this browser cannot handle anymore, and you know, way too much RAM is needed and all that other shit. So a few years ago, I could still get onto Facebook on this. Not anymore, but it is still connected to the internet with no virus protection, mind you. It does not need, Windows 98 does not need, people bitch online, and they're like, why are you still using Windows 98 for your business? There's no protection. It's like, nobody gives a shit about Windows 98. It's the exact same reason why Apple never had viruses. Nobody targeted it. Nobody cares about Windows 98. There's no need for virus protection on Windows 98. Let us go to the images category for Google here. And let us just, I don't know, let's think of something to print, shall we? Let's look up my babe, Gillian Anderson. And as you see, we can still use the internet to some degree. Not great, fantastic degree, but we can still use it. Ooh, she looks nice there. Let's open up that one. Well, here's the picture there. Let's click on it. Hopefully we can get a nice big picture. Yes, it is a nice big picture. Ooh, baby. So let us save that picture. Okay. Let's see. I forget what Windows 98 is. It just going to load up Opera again? It might. I don't think I have a default. I don't think Windows 98 has a default picture viewer, does it? It just goes right to Internet Explorer or something, doesn't it? Yeah, it's opening up fucking Internet Explorer on me. Oh, you bastard. Anyway, yeah, there she is. Let us print it. See if it comes out on the printer. Let's see if we have any options. Do we have any specific options? Yeah, we got print quality options. We got paper type options. Yeah, we got the whole gamut here of options. And really, it's not even that. I don't think it's that different from mine. Actually, it looks very similar to the 8600 stuff. Got color options. We got the services. Yeah, it's got quite the stuff here. We'll just print it at normal quality. We'll press OK. Let's go see what happens, guys. Oh, here it is on there. Again, it says progress 5 of 1 pages, so you know, pay no attention to that, I guess. It's the 15 of 1 pages. It's not exactly accurate. 26 of 1 pages. And it's done. Let me go run and see if it did it. And here she is, guys. Beautiful Gillian Anderson. It does have a little line there. That's probably because I haven't printed a nice big picture on it in a while. But it cleared up by her boobs, which is the important part, huh? Gillian, you are looking good, and this printer is looking good. Excellent. I'm going to do one more little thing just so you can see the printer running, I guess. So the next one, as you see, yeah, it still runs okay, doesn't it, guys? Windows 98 machine on the internet still. There are certain things it can do just fine on the internet, and certain things, if I try to go to YouTube, it will die. But I can still go to the old sites, and certain things still run okay. Found this one here. Got it in this tab here. It's a recent article about the X-Files and crap, and yeah, let's click on that. And it's going to load the image for us. Wow. Beautiful Gillian Anderson. Nice. Again, let's just try to print it right directly from Opera here. I'm gonna put the camera in my other. I'm gonna put the camera next to the printer so you can actually see it. See this thing coming out. And hopefully it won't be too much longer from the 120 here. And yeah, let's go see if it prints. Let's go see it in action. And there she comes out, printing rather slowly, but there she is. Baby, oh baby, oh baby. So, yeah, I'd call that a successful guide. It does not make it easy for us, but it gets done, doesn't it? So I hope everybody enjoyed this unnecessary surgery video on getting a newer HP printer, specifically the 8600, but I'm sure it will work for a lot of other ones. To work with the old Windows 98, in case you need it. Via networking. If you like these crazy You're Not Stupid guides, then check out the playlist where I give you the straight dope on some other various things. This channel is mainly about gaming reviews. Check out the gaming reviews. But it's also about other retro things like Super 8 films, or my most recent Super 8-ish film, which is actually a VHS. Another old school technology. Yeah, check out everything. Subscribe if you want to. It's been a while since I did one of these little NSlate things. It's been a while since I had a short video. So, I hope everybody had some fun today. And I'll see you all later. Goodbye.